Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. The new day. Belfry gargoyles have perished. We will going down to see our good friends in the sewers. I still don't remember. This is a bad start. Like, maybe the worst start. How do I play Dark Souls? Better. We have to go see Capra Demon. That's his name. Capra Demon. Just came to me. What? How interesting. If only I had a backstab. Howdy. Alright. So we are going, because we need the Ember, to ascend a wonderful bandit knife. Will go well. And you know, I want to talk about Dark Souls because we'll go this way. He's rest. Wonderful. Let me level up. It's fine. Honestly, just because like the more you're in the Dark Souls, it's like the more son of a bitch, dude, it's the dragon. The more you're into Dark Souls, the more opinions you see about the three games. I'm ignoring Bloodborne, especially because I have not played it, and Sekiro is far too itself, far too much unique. But like, when I look at this game, and then I look at 3, and I look at 2, okay, perfect. There's a lot. There's a lot to compliment about 3, and then I kind of wonder, why don't more people like 3? 3 is by far the shortest, that much is true. But is basically the only negative in my opinion. I've played a lot of Dark Souls 3. I'm about to finish a +7, new game +7. Please. And I think that makes me qualified enough to be like, yeah, I think having played all 3 Dark Souls games, alright, it's fair. Did not know what you were trying to do. Oh no, that's a backstab. The dagger is on my back. It's horrible. Is this the right way? Uh-oh. Alright, that's deserved. I see like opinions thrown around here and there that Dark Souls 1 is best. It's, for some reason people actually like Dark Souls 2. There's very little I can compliment about Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 1 is like You know, I'm having a good time, but I would be having a better time if I could fast travel, and also this game is pretty bad when it comes to blind playthroughs. So is Dark Souls too. Because Dark Souls 1 here is like,
Somebody help me. Damn, I'm fit. How did
it's locked. Whatever, he's dead. I don't think I've ever opened that door. I don't know what happened. Dark Souls 1 just kind of lets you explore. And it's nice. Sure, you can go anywhere. You're only limited to not going to Anne Orlando until you've beaten Gargoyles and Quayleg's Demon. You can go there anytime also. What? How was that a parry? Excuse me. But then it boils down to like, how do I upgrade? Get me out of here. How do I upgrade my weapon? Well, they let you know you need an Ember after +5. But this entire area is optional. So you could just never pass through it and beat the game, and they would have never, you would have not even missed the Ember. Have stayed at +3, right? It's +5 in this game. Come on. In my experience, I was like, I will probably eventually find the Ember in my original playthrough, and then I reached Ornstein and Smo, and I still only had +5. So I had to look it up, and at that point I was like, well, let me get the large Ember, and I was like +13 fighting Ornstein and Smo, and probably why I don't respect that boss enough is I was underwhelmed. Really none of the Dark Souls 1 bosses I like. Unlike Dark Souls 2, I can remember most of them, but none of them really stood out to me as something difficult, except Bed of Chaos and Gwyn. Unironically, Bed of Chaos, I died second most times too. Gwyn was just like kind of unfair, in my opinion. But Bed of Chaos is just like a bad, it's a pretty bad boss. I kind of liked Bed of Chaos, still not a great boss. Might as well open up over here. Because otherwise you'll be stuck walking a lot. Uh, Meanwhile in Dark Souls 2 the bosses are more like Well, there's Velstat and the one after him, Vendrick. You remember Vendrick, even though he's optional, because the game wants you to fight 3 bosses, 3 other optional bosses, and collect their unique item in order to fight Vendrick, and it's the only way. Vendrick is maybe, honestly, I'm pretty confident that Vendrick is the worst Souls boss in Souls history. Forgot that he spawns with dogs. Forgot that he spawns with dogs. This is a, yep. Forgot that he spawns with dogs. This Vendrick only has 3 moves. Wide swing from right to left, or maybe it's left to right, and overhead swing twice. And the other one's probably like, oh, he swings left to right and right to left. It's crazy. Unique boss. That's his only 3 moves. My problem with a lot of the Dark Souls 2 bosses is they're all like that. They have a slow but wide swing and like a quicker, less punishing swing, and they all look the exact same. I only remember Vendrick because he's next, or Velstat because he's next to Vendrick. Otherwise, Velstat is the exact same boss too. Apparently, according to like lore reasons, Vendrick is such a bad and easy boss because he's so easily countered by you rolling. I can't see. He's easily countered by you rolling to the left, and by continuing to roll to the left, you're following in his footsteps. Bro, mind blown. Following in his footsteps as the next king of bad fire and stuff. I don't really know the Dark Souls lore. And it's kind of talking based off what I read and kind of out of my butt. Why? I turned around to roll. Apparently it's also the same for Gwyn. He's much weaker after being, you know, like the Lord of Fire and stuff, because he used all that power to make the sun or something. That's my headcanon. So few Estes. Oh well. I'm so mad. I was actually mid-animation. Where did you come from? I hate you guys. Let's go. We're going up here, and we're gonna funnel the dogs. Please? Dog? Okay. Now, we can fight Capra Demon. I don't remember if there's an animation for jumping on his head, but I know you can just plunging attack. Really want to remember. Plunging attack. Pepper Demon was an interesting boss, but when I fought him, I'm pretty sure I just creamed him in like 5 hits. Can't block that. I could have timed my roll there, I'll admit. Though I do sense a disadvantage with the dagger. If only there was a faster way. I guess I could use this bonfire. No, that's probably longer. Alright. I don't like bosses being bad for the sake of the lore. Controversial take. Make the game good and fun. Most people aren't playing Dark Souls for the story. It's not a very digestible story. Anyway, the gimmick with Vendrick is also horrible. I don't think I will ever beat him because I don't want to fight him. You have to spend like 20 minutes walking around to pick up items in this specific area. And once you pick up for every I'll start with Vendrick has a whopping 64 times defense from the average enemy. So if I were to deal 60 damage to this dog, instead I'm probably dealing like less than 6 damage to Vendrick per swing. And he has like a normal amount of boss health. And he's a late game enemy, late game boss. So he's basically incredibly beefy. And you have to get all 5 items. How do you get them? You walk around and pick them up to get 2 of them. And for each one you get, I believe you half his defense until it's only 1 times what it should be, which is incredible. Again, he has a normal amount of defense. 1 second. He has a normal amount of defense multiplied by, it might be 32, but I think it was 64. Then it goes 32 with, you get 1 item, 16, then 8, 4, 2 times, and then you get the last one to fight him normally. Here's the thing, it's locked behind, the 3 of them are locked behind bosses. For the most part, the bosses are tolerable, except one, which the community all agrees is god-awful. Not good. I just want to kill the dog. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a horrible arena, by the way. Great kick. Oh, 3 damage for stepping on him. So basically, I didn't fight Vendrick because the last boss that I decided to do was incredibly annoying and unfun. And the trade-off was he has 2 times defense, which means when I got him to half health, I would have been finished. But instead, I have to suffer through the same mundane boss that only swings 3 different moves. Not doing very good. Oh no. It's got a time. For some reason I'm just like out of it. Not even trying to time my dodges. Dark Souls 3 has kind of spoiled me on dodging. That was an incredible jump. You kind of like curved. It was incredible. Please let me kill the Capra Demon. Also, Vendrick, considering he's a late game enemy, he did indeed clear out like 80 to 70% of my full health bar in one swing, and he could follow up swings fast. It's just not a good boss. And to put the entire other quest behind it, which I don't even know how you're supposed to figure out the entire quest without looking it up. It's like, hey, go to the tutorial area, and you find 3 of those items just littered around. Only after you have picked up this late game key. Also, you go over, you remember this area in Orlando 2? You go over there, you find another one. Definitely not obvious. Get me out. But there's something that I could definitely compliment Dark Souls 2 on. His power stancing is truly incredible. If you don't know, having 2 of the same weapon type, such as 2 daggers or 2 halberds, one on each hand, you can power stance, which leads you to have a completely different moveset where you use both of the weapons at the same time. And just like normal moves. So if I were like swing my dagger, if I had 2, then with my right click, I would swing both, which you can imagine is hilarious because imagine all that bleed. And I use the Castus, but I mean, there's so many weapon types, and power stancing is like adding one whole new weapon type for each combination. And there's some extra fun stuff you could do if you had bleed or maybe poison. It would be, I mean, I'm thinking about it now. It's, one dagger applies bleed and one applies poison. which I'm sad it's not in Dark Souls 3. It really should have been, so I imagine it was just like a balance thing. Power stancing is definitely one of the best parts. But it's too bad I had to look it up in like the last 5 hours of the game. You know, in the DLC after beating the base game. I would have enjoyed the game a lot more. Believe me. I am very unlikely to replay Dark Souls 2, but if I were to, it would be just because of power stancing. Like imagine having two big old great hammers. And you just swing them at the same time. Please don't lock me. Very tense situation here. No, 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 no. Bye. No, 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 no. What do you want me to do? I was definitely spamming roll. I really tried to lure them out one by one, and they were both like one hit. I just have to kindle one of these. I can only kindle the 10, right? I have to fight Pinwheel. Probably never do that. He's a pretty hard boss, you know. Nope. More like getting to him is miserable. I would only do it if I could also fight Nito, so I could do both. By the way, brings up a great point. Level design. Arguments I've seen for Dark Souls 2 is that it always has unique level design. Play through Dark Souls 3. I don't know. Is this Anne Orlando or is this Irithyll Dungeon? I don't know. They all look the same. What's the difference between Lothar Castle and Anne Orlando and Irithyll and Fair Keep? I don't know what to tell you. Irithyll is blue. It has a blue tint. Lothric definitely does not. But you compare that to Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2, I gotta hand it to them. Every level's unique. It's not a good thing, but every level's unique. Like, oh, we're running out of ideas, so let's put in a level where it's just incredibly dark. Much like the hated part of Dark Souls 1. Like they didn't learn. What else are we gonna do? Well, let's make an area where you're constantly being shot by poison, inducing just poison balls. They don't deal damage, they induce poison, and you're guaranteed to be hit by them on the walkway to the boss. Isn't that wonderful? Maybe not the best heal. How about an entire area where you're Honestly, the part that pissed me off most about Dark Souls 2 was when there was a bonfire, right? But you had to walk through like waist high poison. It was just like a poison pool. You had to just wade through it to reach the bonfire. And then you had to wade through it to leave the bonfire. What's the point? Like, oh, how good. You're finally closer to the next area, but it probably sucks to be you. Autolock is just killing me. Trying to use a shield. That's fair. Um, and the rest of the area is basically the same. It's just like a smoke cloud that's hard to see. You have to like run through it, and it constantly applies poison. It's like the developer is playing a joke on you. Isn't it nice? What if I just run through, you know? I only have 6 Estus, usually entering the boss with 4. What if I just leave? Honestly, I'm so used to Dark Souls 2, where they're like, hey, you can't go through a fog wall unless, like, it takes you 2 seconds to go through a fog wall. And if you're attacked at all, you don't have iframes, you will be stunned, you cannot go through the fog wall. And you take damage. No. That's fair. I was willing to get away instead of for the iframes. Let me go. You're a good lad. Alright, that hurts. I gotta learn iframes. I don't think I ever learned iframes for Dark Souls 1. Can you cut off his tail? You can cut off all the tails in this game, right? It's got a boss health bar? And if it doesn't? Just keep dodging away. Can you bleed? I'm continue to regret bringing the daggers. Oh, he does. Well, I take it all back. Take it all back. What are you doing? I think I said this already, but Capra Demon really did strike me as a cool looking boss. I never got a fair fight with it. Till today. It's fair. Come on. Thank you. You honestly thought it would never happen? Also, hi again. I continue to question whether or not I should keep the daggers. Because basically the exact same thing happened in Dark Souls 2. When I started out, I was like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I've genuinely never done like pure dex. Let's do that. Let's do a pure dex build. Got my scimitar and my falchion, and I felt like I was doing nothing to every boss. Meanwhile, my friend who I was playing alongside was crushing it. He had the greatsword, and everything worked out. Probably because, you know, strength seems to always work out. Much more reliable. The Ember should be around here. I don't have to fight the dragon, and I hate the area that I probably won't. Not a great boss either. What, he like breaks your weapons? That's horrible. He has like armor hurting juice. Equipment hurting juice. Okay. Butcher. He's the big boss. Makes all the rules. Let's try to skip him. However, it does not appear likely. I didn't get a bonfire anywhere, huh? Sewers start here. I I could have sworn something bad was supposed to happen in this room. Can't even look up. It's not nice. It's super dark in that corner. Wow. Want to end off the video with the Ember. Fortunately, I'm not sure how close I actually am to the Ember. Nope. There goes some humanity. Oh, wait. He lived. No, 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 no. No! Why does it go that far? Whatever. I'll just end it here, you know? Thanks for watching. One boss per episode. You can't keep getting away with it. Honestly took me too long to fight Capra Demon. The next one, we will get the next Ember, and I don't know, what should I do next? Probably go towards Blighttown. I think Sif is a little too high level. Probably just go to Blighttown. That's on the curve. Goddamn dogs. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll probably just keep talking about Dark Souls. There's a lot to unpack. Of course, I enjoy talking about it. I have too many hours in it. There must be a reason. If you enjoyed, and tune into the next one. This is for more Dark Souls talk. Have a little discussion, a little friendly discussion, for sure. Definitely. Friendly, with nobody die-hard fan about Dark Souls 2. Speaking of Dark Souls 2, see ya.